This time, I'm going to try and beat it as quickly as I can. Because Darkwing Duck is a great Mega Man clone, but not a very difficult one. Which is kind of nice in a lot of ways. Also, just fix that. Audio balance all fine, I assume. It has been for most of the night, so it's probably fine. Not bad for the NES. So as we know, crime wave and more talking than is necessary. I'm going to do the levels in the same order that I did in the LP because that is the order I do them in, and you know, me changing something is just madness. Kind of a speed run. Well, I hesitate to say that because the last time I said, oh yeah, I'm going to play a game as quickly as I can, it slowed right the fuck down. Guess we'll see. But anyway, this is the NES version as opposed to the Game Boy version I originally played. I think it's slightly different. Certainly runs a lot better, for obvious reasons. But still has more or less the same secrets, as far as I know. So let's get some freebies. Bonus stages are the same as well. And obviously the music can sound a little bit different in places, because you know, it's more sophisticated audio hardware. Oh wow. You see what I mean about this? It's not anywhere near as difficult as a Mega Man is, because okay, you only get 4 hits, you know, 3 and then you die. There's so many points in the game where you just could avoid getting hit really easily. So it's like my first Mega Man. Maybe that's why I like Mega Man games so much, is because I played this when I was a wee lad, and it sort of embedded that playstyle into my brain. And you will not be breathing fire. If I didn't comment at all, you will be fired. You will be fired at the end of the day. End of the day today. You will be fired. You will be fired. Out of a cannon and into the sun. Props to anyone who remembers that. Also, I am doing a terrible job of... Just pretend none of that happened. Is the order dictated by the boss abilities, or just how you've always done it? There are no boss abilities. And yes, it is how I've always done it. I think the original reason, at least for some of them, was... I found some levels more difficult than others, so I wanted to get them done first, because then if I did them, I could, you know, leave the easier ones till afterward. And be like, okay, now I've got an easier run of things. That was the basic premise, as far as I remember. So, this was one of the harder levels. Oh, fuck me by that. One of the harder levels for me. And then the sewer level was the hardest of the initial 3, and then the easiest one is the bridge. So I would leave that till last, because I'd be like, okay, I'll do the hard ones, and then if I get to there, I'll be fine. I think you're less likely to get scrolled off the screen, death, in the NES version as well, because obviously there's more screen to go around. It can still happen though, so watch out. Like there, for example, if I now fall off the bottom, I will die. And I am gonna make a damn good attempt not to do that. That thunder gas is not normally there in the Game Boy version. Okay, respawning enemies, just like Mega Man. Can I avoid him? You bet your ass. I'm not sure why there are spikes on the roofs, but hey. It's not my place to say why. Now there's a song I haven't heard in a long time. Yeah, I'm half tempted to do it again, just because I could probably sing it better now. And with better mic quality. Wow, I'm bad at this. 3 times I got hit by that. 3 times. I wonder if I can get that health power up. I can see a way to get it. Yes, I do. The balloon. See, I'm fairly sure the balloon only moves in the direction you are facing when you grab it. No, okay, never mind. I guess I'm not getting it then. It's alright, I'm pretty sure there's another one before the end of the level. I don't need that power up. That's the heavy gas. And it kind of sucks, you know. To be honest, there is only really 2 power-ups. One of them allows you to get other power-ups, and the other one is necessary to beat the game. Actually, that's a lie. Right, I need to get down there and deal with him. Well, that's one way to deal with him. Attack him with your face. Attack him directly with it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, enough fucking about. Come on. I'm supposed to be good at this game. It's one of my childhood games. I'm supposed to be amazing at it. So how am I getting that? I haven't seen the arrow gas in the level yet, so I'm pretty sure that's not the answer. The arrow gas, if you haven't seen me play this before, allows you to stick an arrow to a wall, then jump on it. The lightning gas, or the thunder gas, allows you to shoot a diagonal shot like this. And the heavy gas drops a projectile on the ground, which then splits into two and travels along the ground. I never found much use for the heavy gas. The arrow gas is used to get a couple of power-ups in the sewer level, and the thunder gas helps a lot with the final boss, but isn't necessary. Actually, I lied about that. Welcome, Sleeves of War. It's a shame you are later than you might otherwise have wanted to be. Alright, so I need to get down here, and then you can hold up to block projectiles with your cable, so this guy's very finicky about where you can stand. I better kill him quickly. 2 1-ups up there. I suppose the only one... I suppose if you already had arrow gas when you came into the level, that would do it. This guy has to be hitting the glowing bit on his head, and for some reason does that. I'm really not entirely sure why. This level layout is actually slightly different to the Game Boy one, because that double extra life prize isn't there for starters. And what would a game be, especially a platform game, without some dancing? Most of the power-ups are just points, and the points, I can't remember if the points actually get you extra lives or not. I think so? Yeah, no, they do actually, I remember now. So it's worth grabbing them. Whoop, there we go. Okay, this bit's fairly... No, this bit's new as well. Damn. Either I don't remember this game as well as I thought I did, or the NES version really is very different. There you go. Oh, I really want that. I'm going to have to go up there to get it anyway, so... Need to cling to the bottom of that. Oh god, this is going to be an absolute arse. Yep. Yeah, you missed a bit of 1001 spikes, which is frustrating but good, and a lot of stream crashing during the course of that. And then today's Nuzlocke episode. But don't worry, it'll be videoized before the end of the week, hopefully. Before the end of next week, is what I mean. Judging by how long the first one took me, anyway. Okay, well, abandoning the idea of the speedrun, because clearly I'm not good at it. I'm going to try and do a little better at this. I never realised the NES version was so much different. But it really is, because this bit over here is new. Like, for example, those power-ups aren't there. I might just... No, that didn't work. It was worth a try, right? Now I've really boned myself. Oh my god, I'm terrible. I'm going to game over in this game. And that's what I'm going to achieve. And no, you can't block the turtle shell, if you were wondering. The cape only works on smaller projectiles than that. Although, ironically, in the final level, there are projectiles about that size that you can block, so I don't know. There's no logic to it. I mean, it's a Disney cartoon, so you can't really apply too much logic anyway. I really want them to do a sequel to this. I mean, it'll never happen, but there's a lot of unused villains. Splatter Phoenix, for example, who's the coolest villain that they ever did. Unfortunately, I think she's dead now. And yes, 1001 Spikes was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed it immensely, but it's frustrating as all hell. Okay, that guy's placement is really kind of unfair, because the only place you can stand to avoid him is right up against the wall, and if you're blocking and trying to jump and shoot him, you move away from there. And if you're 1 pixel away from the wall, forget you. At least there's some health power-ups to be had. I am Darkwing Duck. Yeah, gas ya! Come on. Wasting my fucking time. Stupid fucking turtles. They're a problem in every game series, it would seem. Especially this one. Some of the more obnoxious enemies you will encounter during the course of the game, yes. Come on! Great, well I did a fantastic job of that, didn't I? I need to grab onto that, and then... It's going to be iffy to get him, because you need to pop up. And then, yeah, I don't actually see how I'm going to do this. I'll tell you what. We've got the thunder gas, let's fucking use it, why not? Maybe I should actually just try using the weapons. Maybe this is Mega Man syndrome. There we go. Right, this one I can just deal with normally. Yeah, well, alright. I don't really want to risk jumping over it, I'll probably miss. Yeah, this level layout is completely different from the Game Boy version. Well, that'll teach me. Alright, Wolfduck. Fun fact, Wolfduck never appears in a single episode of the cartoon. He was invented specifically for this game. I didn't know that until fairly recently. Luckily, the boss, at least for this level, hasn't changed even one iota. He runs back and forth like an idiot, transforms into a much bigger version of himself, either jumps or doesn't, throws a box at you. That's about it. And you shoot him a whole lot. And if he jumps, it's easy to dodge the box, and if he doesn't jump, it's easy to shoot the box. So, small mercies after all. He's invulnerable to damage when in his crazy form, but when he's in his weedy form, he will take all the damage. Ah, well, alright, I ballsed that out, didn't I? Hoob fucking arb flarb. Taking a lot more hits than I remember. Oh god, I am bad at this. I'm getting stream itchy nose syndrome again, which is partly why I keep taking my fingers off the controller. There we go. Killed him! I honestly thought he missed out on the battle against Negaduck. Yeah, it's probably true. Probably true, even. Wow, words. You can't mash out more than 2 shots on those turtles per cycle. You can get 3, but the timing on it is so picky that I never risk it. I stick with 2, because then you get them in 3 cycles, which is fairly fast. Right, let's do the sewer level. Let's hope that hasn't changed too much, because this was the hardest one of the initial 3. This game could have been huge, really, as far as content. Agreed. Could have been about twice as long as it is. Well, I guess I never really realised back in the day, but it is quite a short game, and quite an easy one at that. He said, having lost about 5 lives already. On the first level, mind. Right, can't block those. Nah, these guys still look like they're made out of goo. They're clearly supposed to just be dudes with capes throwing knives at you, but they look like they're made out of goo. And that the cape is just like a thin bit of goo. Or something. I don't know, don't question me. I just stood there and took that in the face. And I'm really not sure what the eggs are about. Okay, I'm dead. I have a feeling I'm not going to beat this game. Now let's get schooled by NES difficulty. The port was nowhere near as hard as this one is. That's really not fair. Alright, that's better. This is more like an actual Mega Man, whereas the Game Boy one is kind of like my first Mega Man. Should have played this sooner. I wonder if I think I have the NES version of this on cartridge. One sec, I want to find that out. No. Well, there you go, there's something for me to get and not too distant. Also, there's a pause menu. There is not a pause menu in the Game Boy one. Not that it's much of a menu, it's just a pause screen, but it's still a screen. You better run, egg! Yeah, well, they do. Repeatedly. I didn't get the arrow gas from back there. Because normally it's there. In the Game Boy one, again. And the heavy gas is over there on the platform. I don't know how to get it. There's a 1-up in it, but I don't really want to have to backtrack through the enemies, so screw it. It just ain't worth it. Because you need the arrow gas to get in there. Because you need to climb up onto that ledge. The layout is slightly different again. There's this platform down here, which wasn't before. But yeah, it's no help, because you can't jump up there. Oh well, screw it. It's just not that important. Also birds, invisible birds. Invisible birds are waiting for you and they'll kill you without a bit of remorse. Yeah, you can thunder gas on that one, because you don't really want to get caught on that banana peel when there's a bird on the screen. Oh wow, dodging skills. Totally intentional, you cannot prove that it wasn't. Fuck you. Ah. Yeah, this is new as well. Man, I really just have no idea, do I? This is basically a completely different game at this point. I genuinely thought the Game Boy port was literally just the same game. But it's not, is it? Wow! I think I have a lot of lives, at least. Right, let's try and get that arrow gas this time, because it's up there, I think. Yeah. Getting to it's tricky, but not impossible. Okay, it's not actually that tricky. As far as I know, the arrow gas doesn't do any damage, though. I don't think I've ever tried using it as a weapon. I've used it as a tool more than anything else. Oh, for fuck's sake. Your window for hitting these is annoyingly small. At least that egg's not respawning. Small mercies. Also guys made out of goo. Pretty sure they're not, but they really look like they are. It's because it's a sewer level and, you know, there's kind of that kind of theme going on. Right, we can get in there now. And see, the trouble is, with the old layout, you could shoot him before putting the arrow gas down, but you can't. Also, I always thought that guy looked like a chicken, but he clearly is not a chicken. Oh, well, that's interesting. In the Game Boy version, you can't grab onto the bottom of the arrow gas, it's just a platform. It really is just an entirely different game, isn't it? I'm being schooled quite well. There's a one up. There's the other one. Am I going to be able to get it? In the Game Boy... Wow, there's 3 in here. Holy shit. In the Game Boy version, it's possible to get 2 lives, then die getting out of here. But you still end up with a net win. This is the part in question. Because if you get onto that platform there, you then can't drop down to the bottom of it quickly enough to not hit the spikes, then you fall off and die. That's my experience anyway. Holy shit, I did it. I've never been able to do that. Nice. He has a jacket on. Alright, moving on. It's not important. An unimportant fact. Yes, good old Capcom. Goes to show though, doesn't it? That's why this game is good. Because Capcom made it. Back when Capcom actually meant something. In terms of game design quality anyway. Now I'm going to have a problem here though, because I can't hit him as easily. So I need to cheese it a little bit. Ah, dodged it last time. Power-ups are entirely random, just like Mega Man, so you can't really ever rely on health showing up when you really need it. And of course, unlike Mega Man, the health is a lot more finite, with it only being 4 hits total. Oh, well that'll be handy. Thank you. Ah, fucking Jesus Christ! No, they really are being generous with those. I appreciate this. Almost fell for that again. See, these guys, those enemies don't appear at all in this level in the Game Boy version. But they do now. Can't shoot through walls, unfortunately, so I'm not going to deal with him very easily. Just stand here and just avoid it. Well, that's the same at least. And that. Hopefully the rest of this level is more or less the same. I don't really want any more nasty surprises. Oh dear, here's some nasty surprises. Here's some level design you weren't expecting, and also this guy shoots when you do. Oh, they're actually bombs now. I don't think they were even recognisable as an object in the Game Boy one. You can't block on when you're hanging on ledges, so don't hang on ledges when you're dealing with an enemy like this. Woof! Dodging skills. Anti-dodging skills. That is fine by me. I really want that one up, but I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get it and live. Tell the tale. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah! Dumb pants! Thunder gas doesn't go through walls, does it? It might, but I don't have it anymore, so I can't tell you. Traded it for arrow gas to get those 1-ups. Those sweet, sweet 1-ups. Okay, this guy needs to stop respawning. Fuck. This really isn't going well. I am making myself look really bad. I'm supposed to be good at this. Fuck me. I need to deal with him or he's going to cause trouble the whole time I'm dealing with that. Never mind. Death, death, death. Arrow gas is cooler anyway. I don't agree, given that the arrows in question are just not really arrows so much as arrows with like little plungers on them. I'm reminded of Quackshot right about now. Maybe that's where that came from. Which one came out first? Quackshot was the Mega Drive, so this one, but they would have been entirely unrelated system-wise. Anyway, yes, you respawn endlessly, don't you? Makes you wish there was a charge shot or something. There isn't, for the record. Just the 3 weapons I've already discussed and your standard pew-pew. There you go, that'll do you. Right, now, this asshole. You've got to stand further back than that. Having some trouble here. He's outsmarted me. God, that's awkward. Doable though. There we we go. That guy takes way too many hits. I'm not happy about this. Oh, come on! Right, wow. So I learned a thing today. If you press the shoot button while you've got the cape up, you don't shoot. I'm doing it now. But the guys who shoot when you shoot, register that as you shooting, so they shoot you. Pretty sure that doesn't happen in the Game Boy version either. Man, I wish I'd started playing that instead. Probably have beaten that by now. Mega Man trigger finger doesn't help you very much here, sadly. Okay, I'm just going to run through that because fuck that guy. Seriously. Wonder when this came out in relation to that. Who knows? I'm having a bit of a dance. Alright, that's enough of that. You really didn't have to strategize as much as this in the Game Boy one. You did a bit, but nowhere near to this degree. Him respawning is a really big problem. Also, apparently I have tons of lives, because Jesus. Okay, just, no, damage boost, fuck it, don't care. Well, I was lucky. That wasn't. Oh, for goodness sake. Oh, when do you generally stream till? When I feel like, really. Okay, you know what? Change of plan. I'm not playing that anymore. I'll play the version I can actually do good at, rather than humiliating myself. I don't know why this isn't centered, and I don't know why my cursor is apparently freaking out on the side there. I genuinely don't know the answer to that question. And the cursor's gone now. And anyway, yes, Game Boy version, because I can actually beat this. I can suck less at it. Oh, I don't actually want to do that level first. I want to do the middle level first. Wolf Dick! So what you're saying, Malice, is I can't move it. I can't move it. I can't move it. That shit basically remixes itself. Okay, here's the Game Boy. I'll just make it a bit bigger for myself and then refit it. That doesn't work. Good. Glad I did that. Well, I can probably do that for you. Oh, now it is in the middle. The fuck? Oh, I don't care. Let's just play the damn game. This is the version that I can fucking beat because it doesn't suck quite as much. It doesn't expect quite as much of you because obviously it's a Game Boy game, so it's not sophisticated. Also, I just missed out on half the bonus stage by doing that. Also, note it's the other bonus stage that it uses for this one. I don't know why they changed that. Because both bonus stages are in both games, I'm fairly sure, but this one is normally... Whoops! Okay, there we go. Smash the capsules within your cave. This makes absolute perfect sense. Also, I'm really not sure. Let's begin again. See, he does his little intro in this version, but in the NES one he doesn't. When he comes back from the bonus stage. Also, there's a 1-up. Weird that, isn't it? Ah! There's no reason I can't be careless in both versions, right? Hooper garble! But this one's a lot easier. And I will hopefully not fail as badly by any stretch. King crap at their jobs, he needs better employees than this. They just sit there and don't achieve anything. He would be better off if they didn't come in the door. Ugh. We'll be fired at the end of the day. At the end of the day today. You will be fired, you will be fired. Out of a cannon and into the sun. Good times. That was fucking years ago now. I'm still kind of upset by my LP videos of this actually because the audio quality is so shitty that it really ruins the whole experience. Should I do it again? Maybe. You kind of have to take a hit there, not there. The first one, from hitting the banana peel to get it out of the way because you don't really have the room to dodge otherwise. They only take 2 hits also, I'm pretty sure it was more than that. So you can see there's similar, similar objects and similar layout, but it's obviously smaller and easier. Mouse just presses buttons and things work sometimes. See, this is the equivalent of that 2 extra lives power-up area, but it's a lot easier to get at, and it gives you health as well. And you don't have to deal with this ass clown. You can just fucking leave. Wow, that was just grade A ballsing up right there. You probably could fit a 3rd shot in, but I'm not risking it. I'm gonna die. Yep. This is the version I can beat, right? It's fine. It's okay. Can't really see how many lives I've got immediately without having to pause it. An advantage this version has over its superior, graphically anyway, version. Look at the 8 glorious bits. Right, you can fuck off. I'm just not going to deal with you. Also, this is how I normally deal with this guy. I wait on the fucking lamppost, because then you don't have any risk of getting hit unless you're stupid. And I can tell you, I'm certainly not that dumb. Ah, well, there you go. That makes up for it. See, this is the equivalent of that other bit. You just don't need to deal with him at all. Fucking forget about it. And ride another fucking balloon, because that's all you really need to do at the end of the day. Ooh, Pagaro. You can just ignore this guy entirely. There's really no reason to stop there. I don't know why you would. Unless you fell off the balloon and it left the screen or something stupid. Right, don't need the health power-up, so I'll just grab that. And deal with this idiot. Come on, I'm ready for you. I think I'm a little bit more in tune with the timings in this version, because I think the animation is at a different speed. That was stupid. Alright, let's kill the boss. He's identical to how he was before. And identically, I'm fucking it up! Because of itchy nose. It's a thing that plagues me every fucking stream, you know. And I'm really not sure why this is. Jesus. It's obnoxious that he can't be hit that many times as he's running across. The best opportunity is right here. Oh well. The sprites for the naked turtles in this one look less smug and more like they're freezing their asses off. I think that's the intention, that they're supposed to look like they're freezing their asses off. Right, let's try not to chronically fuck up on level 2 this time. There you go, extra life and 10,000 points. Where should we go now, DW? Over there. I wish I could do a better launchpad impression than that, but I can't. Sorry about that. You know what? I'm sorely tempted to redo my LP of this, because I think I can do it way better now. Although this would kind of defeat the point of it. Oh well. Observe how there's no power up there this time, but the arrow gas is right there. And the eggs are easier to dodge, and this guy's placement is a lot more friendly to you, because you can stand right next to him, so the window for hitting him is much bigger. Now we've got the arrow gas, we can get into that secret area. And see, now the heavy gas is still over there, as it was before, but we can ignore it. Because I don't want it, because it really sucks, really bad. See, this is what I meant about this section. It's a slightly different layout. So you just jump like that. And get hit a whole bunch. That's fine. Kill him. Crocodiles with jackets are totally legit, you know. Entirely fair. Yeah, that's a much smaller gap there now. I don't see that being so easily doable. This time round. Give it a go, though. No, okay, never mind. Nope, it's fine. I got 2 lives and then lost 1, so I can just leave it at that. You could farm lives there. I'm not going to, but you could. I'm pretty sure the 7 lives is probably enough. Maybe I'll just use this as the new LP. Genius! I don't have to record it twice. I hope a fucking garble farm. Yeah, it would be cool if they were bike mini levels. Oh well. Can't have everything. That's why I want a sequel to this. It's never gonna happen, but I can dream. And my dreams are considerably more interesting than that anyway. Words. And birds. Invisible birds that wanna pet your eyes out. It's quite ironic, you know. Considering that I am a duck and therefore also a bird. Get the thunder gas. I won't change gas again before the end of the game now, because in this version at least there's no reason to. because the power-ups kinda suck, except thunder. Yeah, you see, movement tech is one thing, but considering there's only really one place in the game, at least in the Game Boy version, where you need it, I'd rather just have the thunder gas. The platform starts moving a lot earlier in this version. Yeah, I think that's probably true, actually. Because I tried the same trick, sort of jumping onto it, so it doesn't trigger straight away, but yeah, you're right. Those guys take less hits as well, I swear. The crocodiles. And the placement here is different as well. And I think the block is a little bit more generous. Oh, they are bombs. Alright. The extra life isn't there, but you don't need it. You don't need to go there. So, drop off there. So the Game Boy version is basically ingrained into my head, because I obviously played it an absolute shit ton when I was yay high. So I more or less know what I'm doing from start to finish. And watch me die, now that I've said that. I think you can just take that hit, it's probably easier. And we didn't get this far in the NES version, so who knows? Balls. Yeah, you can't jump onto that ring straight from the first platform, you have to get to the second one first, because it's slightly higher up. Proportionally, the platform is way smaller too. Yeah, I think you're right. So it's not just me then, the NES version is actually much harder. Good. I need to get fucking working on that then, don't I? Maybe I need to LP that one instead. That's kind of my redo of it, if you like. That's what I'm banking on. I think the platforms move a little bit slower as well. Ah, Game Boy, where would we be without you? Now, how you do this is you wait for him to fuck off, I think. Or does he just respawn? He respawns. Who am I kidding? He respawns, we know this. Oh, screw it. I'll just take the hit, it's fine. No, what you need to do is deal with this idiot first. Oh. Alright, never mind. It's just a bit of a tricky jump then. Fortunately, the levels are quite short in this version. Liquidator! Doesn't speak in slogans in this one, sadly, but he is still a liquidator. This was a boss I used to have a lot of trouble with when I was very young. Then I figured it out. It's actually really fucking simple. You just shoot him, and then you move, and then you shoot these. And trying to get hit by that last one. You gotta be careful actually, because obviously there's a projectile limit. So you don't want to... Oh, he's dead now. So you don't want to use it up and mess up your timing on the ones that attack you directly. Has everyone else left Sleeve? Because it seems to be only you speaking at the moment. Oops. It would be cool if you do the NES one at least, if not a 1-2 punch of both of them. Maybe I will. Okay, Quackerjack. Yeah, like I said before, the easier of the first 3 levels I found. It's good music too. Hey, to be honest, the whole game's got good music. It's Capcom, what do you expect? He's going to come down from there. Maybe he only does it if he gets nearer to you. Oh, and he's dead now. And nobody cares. Can't get that, but don't need it anyway, because if you look carefully, you'll see that I basically have full ammunition for that weapon, and indeed for all the weapons. You can only carry one at once, but the ammo provides for them all. That's very handy. Not very Mega Man-y, but that's fine by me. Robot turtles, this makes perfect sense. Seconds to me. Well, there's the bats. Did this game have lasers? I honestly don't remember. I feel like it probably did. Somewhere. Does the thunder gas count? I suppose it probably doesn't on account of the fact that it's gas, but it's not. Oh, I'm just boring myself. Yeah, it's got an awkward hook jump coming up in a minute. I remember that one distinctly because it's very, very picky about where you need to be. Ha! There we go. You should be just on the sort of the edge of the hook. It's a bit vague as to where the hook actually extends to, sprite-wise. Bye, Robot Turtle. Nobody loves you, nobody will miss you if you plummet to a very explodey death. Just don't talk very much. Fair enough. I don't want to jump there, really. Come on! Oh, please stop fucking me around. I have not got time for your bullshit. Oh my god. This is a construction site. I don't know how they're ever going to get the damn thing finished. Don't ever need to deal with that slug down there. Unless you want to, I don't know why you would. It's best not to think about how it works. Again, it's a Disney cartoon, so, you know, you have to take liberties with that sort of thing. Good example from the show, I believe at one point he says he's going to use tear gas, but it's just like a gas pellet that starts crying. So, you know, Disney rules. Plus, things get, you know, very supernatural and peculiar after a while. Because, you know, the series started out... Okay, I want to say realistically enough, but obviously that's bollocks. You know what I mean, though? Kind of, it's grounded in a fair amount of reality, and then things started to get a bit silly after a while. Even for a Disney cartoon. I know what I mean, even if you don't. And then Mr. Banana Brain is actually the boss here, not that you can shoot him. Which is something of a crying shame. Oh, Jesus. This is the easiest boss in the game. He doesn't actually attack you. I have no excuse for fucking this up. Literally none. So, you know, what does that tell you? Man, if Cracker Jack only ever did this in the show, he never would have been anywhere near as much of a threat. But to be fair, he never really was much of a threat anyway. And he's dead now! Realistic for a giant talking bat duck. Yeah, it's quite... Another life? No. I think the next one is 25,000, maybe? I forget. It's been a while. Alright, forest level next. Again, this is mainly just because this is how I've always done it. And again, the bushroot level I found probably one of the harder ones. The Megavolt level is the easiest one, so I did them forest, tower, wharf. And this level has got really good music. Who am I kidding? Every single level does! Fuck that guy. He's taking way too many hits for me to be happy with this situation. Go fuck yourself. Birds. Can't have a game without birds or bats or lasers. This we have discovered every day. Maybe we haven't. I don't care either way. I'm not sure why all these lanterns are here. Well, that's not the thing about it, really. Also, if anyone who has seen the show, I can't be the only one who thought that initially Bushroot was kind of a sympathetic character, but he became more and more annoying as the show went on, to the point you just wanted to slap him in the face. His motives became increasingly stupid. Fucking goddammit! Alright, time to concentrate a little bit more than I have so far. That will be good for seizure waterfall. Try not to let your eyes melt directly out of the sockets. They very well might if you allow them to. Never go down to the bottom platform, because I'm pretty sure you can't ever jump onto the log without falling off. Trigger finger helps a little bit there. I watched the show religiously as a kid, I haven't seen it since, so my memory of it is atrophied. Well, there's a simple solution to that, slaves. Go and fucking down with that shit. I managed to find every single episode, and so can you. I still enjoy it a lot. I mean, it's clearly, you know, child-oriented, but it's still very entertaining in a lot of places. And he's still a badass when he's not being an idiot. One of the coolest costume designs I've certainly ever seen. I want a hat like that, really, but the only ones that actually exist are nowhere near as wide-brimmed, so it doesn't look right. It just makes it look like a tosser. Oh well. Boss time? Boss time. And there's Mr. Bushroot, looking very 8-bit. Sad that you can't hit him when he's up there. Did we ever decipher what these projectiles were? Because I think in the LP I was deciding if they were apples or rocks, and I could never make my mind up. Also, I am bad at this. The best thing to do is stay in one spot and then just move when he throws, so they never hit you. Star points. Kind of like that. Yeah, so the window for shooting him is unfortunately very small as well. But none of the bosses take too many hits, so I guess it could be worse. And for a guy who has complete control over plants, you'd think he'd do a little more than this. Nevertheless. Ouch. That's fine, I'm still gonna kill him. Pride cometh before a fall, right? Oh well. His hat reminds me of a vampire hunter. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Or fucking Inquisitor. Build a Neo-Tank. I would love to build a Neo-Tank, it'd probably make the game easier. But I don't need it to be easier. For the NES version, I would love a Neo-Tank. Engage Neo-Tank mode. Also, Moriarty developing a monstrous new machine. Yeah, Moriarty was a bit of a strange villain. I didn't remember much about him until I went back and watched the show again. He's got a very odd voice. Kind of annoying, actually. Oh well, never mind. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. And why would you assume that it would? So what this game was really lacking was a boss fight with Taurus Bulba. Or a better fight with Steelbeak, I guess. Could have had both. Ha! Why he needs basketball playing mice, I really have no idea. In the show, he was mainly using an army of moles, very much like himself. He tends not to really build machines that often, as far as I remember. But to be honest, I don't remember most of his plot lines, because as I said, he was kind of a nerd character. Oh well. Rambling forever. I'm not gonna bother getting that shit. I can't now anyway. It scrolled off the screen, therefore it ceases to exist. Why couldn't we just use the fucking lift for this? Well, that'd be too easy, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. Oh yeah, another one up. See how much easier this is? Look at the 11 lives I'm sporting. Look at the, I think, 1 life I've managed to lose throughout the game so far. Despawn that guy. Gonna shoot this guy. And drop down to a painful death. Well, maybe not. Don't want to die today. Gonna die another day. PD doesn't shoot fire though. He has like wind powers. Okay, I missed a lot of dialogue there, so I'm gonna let that one roll for now. Let's try and get 3 shots here. Let's not, because this thing is gonna interrupt my jumps. Makes it easier though. Didn't think to shoot up, did you? Shoot up, stupid. Never mind. I do not care about your continued existence. So this is more like a speedrun, because I can do this without really much conscious thought. Because like I said before, it's kind of ingrained so deeply into my head, I can just muscle memory most of it. Ah, that's annoying, I got the 3 on the second run. There we go. There's an ungrabbable power-up in this level, I think it's... No, it's not that one. I don't need it though, so I'm going to leave it there. It's that extra life there. I am reasonably confident you can't actually get that extra life. Because to scroll the screen high enough to get on that platform, like so, you scroll it off the screen. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe someone who knows better could demonstrate that. I honestly don't care all that much. I've got 11 lives. Although I'm halfway toward losing one of those. Also, I don't remember if this game has a breakdown life. I think so. In which case it would be 12. There you go, there's 3. Oof. Star points! Okay, now, I would like to go over there because there's a health power up, but it's too risky, so... Boss time! Moriarty. At least he looks right. The sprite is very good. Uh-oh, uh-oh! Calling myself on that one. Oh, crud butts. This is bad. Might have set myself up for a fall here. Really, you want them both to be busted at any one time. Damn! Didn't drop through the ledge quickly enough. Also, if this is the only thing his machine does, shoot fireballs from 2 very specific points, doesn't seem like it's that big a deal to me. Wow, how have I forgotten how to fight this boss? I'm sure when I did the LP I didn't get hit once doing this. Maybe it's because I'm trying to shoot him when he's running and you really should never do that. Only shoot him when he's trying to fix this garbage. It's actually his fridge. Probably. I don't know, keeps his beer cold. Or something else. Honestly, I don't care. Just fucking die. Just die, please. Whew. Skill points. And die. Nailed it. See, I'm blazing through this shit. Blaze it. This makes perfect sense. Right, level 6. Mega Bolt. Voiced by Dan Castellanato, if you didn't already know that. And as always, he does an absolutely fantastic job of it. He also voiced Earthworm Jim. And a number of other characters in that show. Yeah. I am Darkwing Dark. Prepare to be horribly destroyed. I really could not imagine it was fate for you. I'm gonna gas you till your flesh melts off. That would be a fucking dark version of the show. Not suitable for your kids. Don't let them see any of it. Yeah, no, I don't think you can make that jump without hitting the roof spikes. So you're taking a hit either way, really. That's fine. I don't need health anyway. It's overrated. I don't need that shit to kick your ass. Apparently. He's like, those enemies always make me laugh because you can just, you back about an inch away from them and they're like, oh, well, I guess he's gone. That extra life is a complete trap. You can't get it without dying. Fairly sure. I think they only take 3 hits anyway, so I don't really need to fake them out. Wait, and you hug the wall to make sure you let them on that. Otherwise it's friggin' awkward! The round, bouncy duck robots with a bulb on their heads, don't they shoot lasers? No. They shoot like little... It's either little bullets or little, like, boxing gloves. I can never quite tell. It doesn't linger on the screen long enough. I want that extra life, but to get it you have to deal with this guy. And for reasons unknown, he has a magic carpet, but I guess we're already looking at genies, so... Thank you. Back to 11. Turn that shit up to 11. Then ignore that guy, because he doesn't matter. Didn't mean to grab that. Oops. Doesn't really matter. Oh, crap. Well, alright, I'll have the health power up then. Oh, I'll just damage boost through all of you. Fucking don't care. Level's not very low anyway. Ah! Alright, that is definitely the itchy nose to blame, that one. I swear this is real, by the way, I'm not making this up. Every time I stream, I get an itchy nose, and I have no idea why. Doesn't happen at any other point during my day. There's Megavolt looking distinctly more white than he was in the show. Looks more like a piss and balls. Right, hold on. I said earlier that I was being spared the moths, well now a fucking giant one has showed up, hasn't it? Just my luck. Moth alert! Hold still for 2 seconds, I can kill it, but they don't like to do that, do they? They just fuck around. Flap around on yours. Right, that's right, you just stay right there and... Wow! Back here, you prick! There we go, that's got him. Okay. And from moths to ducks and rats. Yeah, Megavolt not a particularly difficult boss, fortunately. He has 2 attacks and they're really telegraphed. you gotta do is basically move in some fashion. Done! Cool! Final level. Could probably knock this one out before the stream's over. That'd be nice. I used to find the final level a lot harder than I now do. I figured out a particular couple of methods. Right, where should we go? We finally located the hideout of Steelbeak. Pretty sure Steelbeak's meant to be one word. Oh well. Do you want to go there? No, I don't want to do the final level. I just want to sit here and look at it for a while. Fucking launchpad. So fucking dumb. Damn fine music for this level though. I've always been a big fan of it. I'm pretty sure I put it in my top 100 game themes, didn't I? This one? I'm almost certain I did. Now to foil a whole bunch of evil plans. Steelbeak was a fucking cool villain also. He had a whole lot of style. Also, I can't remember if it was his first appearance, but it was definitely a really early one. His whole plot was to steal oil from a faraway desert-themed country that they literally called Oil Arabia. I mean, Jesus. You better get away with that now, would you? I think you would, no. Alright, that's not actually a platform. You can grab it, but you can't stand on it. Yeah, this is the giant projectile I was talking about, by the way, that you can block with the cape, even though every ounce of logic suggests you shouldn't be able to. But you can. And nobody's entirely sure why this is. Does anybody even really care? I find that I honestly don't. Yeah, it's only none of your shit, mouse robot. And the reason this level is hard is coming up very soon. Particular enemy type is just obnoxious as all hell. And it's not here yet. Ah! That's a bit of an iffy jump. Oh, I go back at the start, really? Lame. Lame MP3. Hooper garb. I mean, you can't just stand in front of them and make life a lot easier for yourself. There's a tiny gap where you can put one of your feet and they don't do contact damage. Don't ask me how I originally figured that one out. Oh, I don't need to go back up there, so that'll save some time. Gonna blaze through this as quickly as I can. Let's do it the easy way, right? Why block their shots when you just avoid them altogether? And then humiliate them by standing directly in front of their face and shooting them in the face. Lots of stuff in and around the face. The obnoxious enemy is coming up. I think it's just after this section right here. So let's leave that jump a little longer. You can go to hell. Respawn that. Oh, he comes back. Of course he does. Die, please. Mouse Knight, you are not a threat to me. I don't care about you. Down we go. About halfway now, I think. And the obnoxious enemy is not here, because that's the weird barrel dog who's this guy. The Dark Mohawk Terminator. He shoots bullets. You shoot it, you can't block those bullets. Then he turns into a robot, and then if you're stupid, you keep shooting him, and he turns into a little bouncing head that's basically impossible to fucking deal with. No, if you're sensible, you either ignore them entirely, like this one, or you shoot out the first phase, this bit, and then you just let them go somewhere where they can't hurt you. Like off the stage, in this guy's case. Bye! Enemy AI is not all that advanced. This one's a bit trickier because you can't really avoid him so easily. It might actually be better for me to kill this one. Yeah, because the bouncing thing only takes one hit, fortunately. Right, should be nearly there now. Hop, skip, and a jump. Kill Barrel Dog, nobody cared. This one's kind of obnoxious too. For the same reason in that it's not as easy to get out of his way, so it might be better to just kill him. Or just damage boost through him, that works too. I'm all for cheap strategies, I don't need to do this properly. Yeah, amazingly, even if you're hanging from here, the bullet still hits you, even though you're clearly above it. Don't ask me why. Makes this bit a bit slow, because you'll keep going back and forward until he does that. And then you just let him walk to his death. Someone needs to design those a little better than they have already, because they really fucking suck at what they do, which is kill you. I would assume that's what they're programmed for, but they are really fucking bad at it. Don't you see that? Ah, fucking itchy nose. Seriously, this is fucking annoying. I'm not entirely sure that you know just how annoying it can be. Just ignore that one. Just despawn him altogether. Not interested in dealing with him. If you want that health power up, you have to go through another one. Or you can just go straight to the final boss, who is really easy! There's Steelbeak, looking intimidating in his comfy chair o' doom. Amazingly, to kill the boss, you shoot him a lot. And occasionally you shoot these things that spawn. These helly chickens, or whatever the fuck they are, I don't know. They spawn either in the middle, on the left or the right, and then you just, yeah. And then this is the bit where you can use the thunder gas to hit him from these platforms, but it's actually probably easier to not do that. Just keep dropping down and shooting him. Eventually he pulls up a shield. You drop down, he throws it, you drop down, you shoot him, and rinse and repeat until your hair is clean. And ducks don't have hair. Not on their heads. Oh god. As I said, if you stand up here, you can just use the thunder gas and hit him. But you don't need to do that. That's the cheap way. Sometimes he pulls up the shield and sometimes he doesn't. I really am not sure what the criteria is either way. It's largely unimportant for me, because I'm gonna kill him anyway. And you know this to be true. Chicken themed man hacks. What? I don't even know what that is. You're gonna have to help me out on that one, Sleeves, I think. Right, come on then, you horrible chicken man. Come on, I can't get many more hits now. There we go, dead. So how long was that? I wasn't counting. When I first beat this game, I couldn't really interpret this image of Steelbeak properly. So what I saw was the kind of, you know, the red thing that hangs down under their mouth, the chin balls or whatever they are. I thought that was the mouth. So he was this weird, deformed, like human with hair. Yeah, with like the rooster thing on the top, and this stupid expression, like, meh. Obviously now I can see where the beak is, so I don't make that mistake anymore, but it was very weird for me the very first time. Job well done, freed the city, Foul's grip of terror, gratitude of the entire city forever. At least till the next time I fuck something up and look like a turd. And then we can just ride off into the sunset and then be awesome, and nothing can go wrong. Ah, it went wrong! There is actually more of that ending song that I've managed to hear thanks to the sound test. Not sound test, extracting the music from the NES ROM. But it gets cut off there. I don't know if it does in the NES version, because I never played that through. As we discovered, it's too fucking hard for me. Darkwing Duck, when there's trouble you call DW, Darkwing Duck. And then some other lyrics that don't fit into this version of the song.